that, we've got the most lucrative referral program that I've ever seen. 24 years, as I say, of direct sales. I've been in this space for more years than I care to mention, but I've mentioned it anyway. But look at this. The 3 rewards that you can earn, each and every one of them, massive standalone profits. The first one is for everybody, unilevel rewards. It's an affiliate program. So every time you refer a contact of yours to HyperFund and they sign up and buy a membership, whether it's $300, $3,000 or $30,000, doesn't matter. Every time a community member joins, whatever they make every day, whatever profits they make every single day, you make 20% match. Now you might invite somebody that's making, I don't know, $100 a month. You'll make $20 a month every month. You invite them once, they sign up once. They make profit every day and you make a percentage match profit every day. So if somebody's making $1,000 a month, you'll make $200 a month because you introduced them. If somebody goes on to make $10,000 a month, you will make $2,000 a month because you introduced them. But guess what's going to happen? If you start introducing a few people, it's only a matter of time before they start introducing a few people. Because let me tell you this, when you're making a passive income every single day, you can't help but get more and more excited. Your belief gets stronger, your understanding gets deeper, you turn up to a couple of extra Zooms and you really get it, and then you become an advocate, a walking billboard, and you start telling your contacts, hey, listen, I'm part of this amazing community and they pay me every day. Would you like to find out how? And your friend comes along to a Zoom, your friend's friend now brings somebody to a Zoom, and they sign up. That's your second level. Now, if you want to earn on all of your second tier referrals, these are your indirect referrals. If you want to earn on those, then you just got to refer 2 people. In fact, this pay plan is really simple. If you refer 3 people directly on your level 1, the company pays you on 3 massive levels of referrals. So if you referred 5, for example, and they referred 5 each, that would be 25 people on your second level. And if they referred 5 each, that'd be 125 people on your third level. And every time they earn, so do you. Ka-ching, 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 every time. And that goes on. If you referred 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, every person you refer personally on your level 1 directly opens up another level, up to 20 levels deep. That's massive. Tiny percentages, but paid daily. Micro payments paid daily. Passive, residual, solid, sustainable income on a 20-level affiliate program. How about that? So you just got to unlock the levels with personal referrals. That's our pay plan done. 1 page, finito. Napkin presentation. Now, of course, I'll go into a little bit more depth for color and visual demonstration, but that's it. Nice and easy. No balancing tricks, no CV, BV, QV, MV, whatever other V there might be. Just real simple. You build your front line, that opens up levels, and every time somebody earns, so do you. That's it, done. So here's an example. You buy a membership and you start earning immediately. Day 1, you'll start earning. You sign up and fund your account today. Tomorrow, 24 hours later, you get paid. And every day you get paid. You refer a friend of yours, John, to the meeting, to the Zoom. John shows up, loves it, and signs up. Uses your link. John's going to make $3,000 because the promotion is on. You're going to make $600. 20% of John's income. John makes 300. You make 20%, 3,000. You make 20% of the 3,000. Whatever level of membership you refer, you'll make 20% of what they make. A 300 membership referred, 900 to them, times 20%, 180 to you. Done. When they refer people, you make 15%, which means that if John invites Mary and they sign up for $1,000, you're in for $450 on level 2. And that's whatever level of membership comes in on level 2. Every time somebody signs up through one of your contacts on your second level, you'll make 15% match daily. And that goes on for 20 levels. Imagine. Now it gets better. If you put in a little bit of hard work, a little bit of effort, you push and make it happen and start synergizing and working with your team, there's no limit to what you can create here. This company pays unlimited levels. Look at this. We have a VIP reward. That's the second kind of income you can earn for building the community. And it's a beautiful ladder of achievement, if you like, a career ladder that you can climb up. Look at this. As an expert, you will earn an extra 0.5% on every single member in your organization daily. As a pro, 1%. 1 star, 3%. And that continues all the way up to 15% per person to infinity in your organization every single day. Huge. Again, we've got amazing people around the world that are creating waves, a global team. There's more countries here than I know of, that's for sure, but I can quickly spot UK, Italy, South Africa, America, at a glance. I can literally just see those straight away. Rising stars as pro. Look at this. Congratulations, because teamwork will get you here. Hard work gets you to expert. Teamwork gets you to pro. And then you continue the journey, all right? So, you start developing leadership, your own skills, and people in your team, and you get to 1 star. Amazing, amazing people all over the world. UK represented, Italy represented, where are we? South Africa represented, India represented. A real nice, but again, you can see it's just starting. Like 99% of the countries on the planet aren't represented yet. So we're looking for you. This is the time. Rising 2 stars. Look at this. We've got Roman in Germany, Giovanni in Italy, Rory in South Africa, and Chris and Frederico. I think they're in Italy, but I don't want to say that for sure because I haven't confirmed. But, just the beginning, but a beautiful, beautiful thing. Again, how blessed am I that I've got a phenomenal friend who works closely with me, and together we've been hitting literally the ranks together. So, he started shortly after I did, and just, tailing me. Every time I hit a rank, he hits a rank within a few weeks after that. And, awesome individual that's just making stuff happen and creating a lot of success for his organization. And then we've got Rodney out in the USA, leading the way as a 4-star. What a phenomenal achievement. And then, of course, last but not least, our very own Keith and Tom. And I'm blessed to work with Keith. He's my sponsor and dear friend of 20 plus years. And, just an amazing individual that deserves all of the hard work he's put in over the last 12 months, not even 12 months. I mean, we both saw this in November when he invited me to have a look at it. He'd just seen it himself, and we did our due diligence together. We went on that journey of studying this and working it. And he just worked his tail off. I waited. I was a little bit more resistant, if you like, to getting started for a couple of months. But I started my journey in January, shortly afterwards. And, there they are. So just a couple of people at the 5-star rank. And then, of course, we've got our amazing, amazing master distributor, Robert, who's just been just a godsend to all of us. Because if it wasn't for this individual's vision and his ability to be in the right place at the right time, then I wouldn't be here, because then Keith wouldn't be here, and then Keith's upline, Tom, wouldn't be there, and Robert wouldn't have had any of this started, right, through us. It would have started, but maybe in a different format, in a different space. So I'm just thankful that he saw what he saw way before it was launched and was part of the making of the whole project. And so if you teach others about this phenomenal concept called compounding, then I want to just give you a quick glimpse into the future. Look at this. If you tell a few who tell a few who tell a few more, and you build a small team of 100 people on your first 3 levels, might take you 6 months to do that, might take you a year to do that, might take you 3 months to do that. I don't know. It depends on your availability, your experience, your influence, etc. But that small structure there earns you $135,000. Just that little structure of compounders, $135,000 over the next 12 months. And that's just the first 3 levels. What about level 4 to 20? There's an extra 17 levels I haven't mentioned. So you're looking at rock star lifestyle change here if you can just get this done, all right? Now, reminding you who this is with. This isn't just a fancy pitch. These are the world's biggest blockchain alliance, delivering what many have only ever been able to promise to deliver. Collinstar Capital, just one of the pillars. Some write-ups in the media. $300 million blockchain fund set up. Phenomenal. Collinstar Holdings acquires BI Wang Group for $100 million. That's right. They bought a company 2 years after they started Collinstar Capital for $100 million. How many owners of companies do you know that launch a company and 2 years later buy a company for $100 million? That's who these people are. Deep pockets, vast amounts of experience, and a massive success record. And so I was taught many years ago that success leaves clues. And if you can follow the clues, then, there's the track right there. These guys are on the success track. I'm now on it with them. I hope you can see what they've done is worth getting on the track with them. And as they say, the last 6 years are nothing compared to the next 6. So I'm really excited about what they're going to create in the next 6. But it's always important to remember that you can be in the right place at the right time. But the most crucial part is the ability to make the right decision. All right. And so talking of decisions, I've got a question for you. to see if you're ready for the next level of your success or not. It's a little bit of a mindset test. If you haven't noticed, I'm a little bit playful, me. I like to have a little bit of a smile as we do stuff. So I've got a question for you. It's a serious question though. So let's put a serious face on. Deep breath and put your fingers on the buzzer. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Here goes. If a friend offers you a world-class opportunity that's 100% transparent and genuine, what do you do? Do you say thank you and run with them, or run in the opposite direction? Now, it's interesting I say that, isn't it? Because 24 years in this industry, you see everything. You see the people that you think are definitely going to do it, run in the opposite direction, and people you think, gosh, am I even wasting my time and their time? And suddenly they light up, they see it, and bang, they're on side. So you never know. So we show this to everybody. Because here's what I know for a fact. Every human being was born to win. We are born to create. We're born to progress. And I don't know if there's I've never met a human being on the planet, that's for sure. I've never met a human being that doesn't want more of something, whatever that might be. Whether it's, some people have too much time, not enough money. Others have too much money, not enough time. Could be either of those. Maybe you want just more freedom. Maybe you want more peace of mind. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe you want to spend more time looking after yourself, looking after your loved ones. Maybe you want to eat in nice restaurants and travel, go left in an airplane rather than right. I don't know. Everyone's different. Maybe you want to maybe you've got children, you want to send them to better schools. Maybe you want to move from the postcode you're into a nicer postcode. Maybe you want to give your family better experiences through this thing called life, whatever that might be. Everybody wants something, but very few get it. So why do so many struggle? What's going on there? Well, having studied human behavior for 24 years, I can tell you the simple version, mindset. And I often say mindset is everything. And so with that said, let's have a little bit of a simple study, right? This isn't a Yale University study or a Harvard study. It's a simple KP study. And here's how it goes. 90% of people in the world possess what is called a common mindset. And that just means that they have a mindset that's in common. It thinks a certain way. And 10% have an uncommon mindset. They have a success-seeking mindset. And if we compare the two, look at the difference. The common mindset, for no reason, out of the blue, throws a curveball, sees the same presentation that I saw, sees the same presentation that many have seen and jumped in and said yes and are experiencing daily rewards with, and comes out with something like, oh, it's a scam, looks like a pyramid. Isn't that fascinating? The same presentation. So why would that be? Because they haven't learned to think like the 10%. So the success-seeking mindset says, it could be a scam, let me do my due diligence. And anyone that does a little bit of due diligence very quickly comes to the conclusion that you do not call something a scam when it's publicly listed on several stock exchanges all over the world and has developed in 6 years more than, to be honest, anyone on the planet that I know of. There's not a single company in the world that I know of in the last 6 years that has produced the level of success that these guys have. Doesn't exist. So that knocks that one in the head. And then looks like a pyramid. Surely you realize so does everything. Everything looks like a pyramid. Your family's hierarchy, the great-grandparents, and then they had some kids and they had some, that looks like a pyramid. When you went to school, there was one headmaster or headmistress with teachers and then students. That looked like a pyramid. Then you went to work. There's one boss and then managers and then staff. That looked like a pyramid. When you went to vote for the first time, there was one government, one politician at the head of that with their cabinet and then their staff and then you to vote. That looks like a pyramid. Wherever you look, all organization structures look like a pyramid. So I think you may need to adjust the thinking a little bit to the right and say, right, let me find out what this network marketing thing is and what's the difference between this and illegal money rotation schemes. And now you get to learn. Now you study, you become a student of the subject that you want to master. Some people say, I don't have experience. Well, be ready to learn new skills. Be open. Be ready to pivot. Times are changing. If you're hanging around to old skills, you're already writing your future in a way that isn't very empowering. You want to be learning new skills always. I can't afford $300. Do you know what? I know what it's like. I've been there on more than one occasion. I've never had a job. I've never had the luxury of somebody else putting money into my bank account, ever. I was 10, 11 years old when I started my first hustle, and I haven't stopped since. So I know what it's like when you go through those times when you haven't got it. But you know what? That's when you really got to pull it out of yourself. That's when you've got to go deep and make something happen. You've got to ask yourself the question, Why haven't I got $300? And what am I going to do to find it? What am I going to do to not be in this situation? Because saying you can't afford it keeps you there. Asking why you can't gives you access to something. I don't have time. Again, you've locked yourself in. The minute you make a sweeping statement, that's it. It's a full stop. But what you could say is, you know what? I'm never too busy for freedom. I want more. And so now you create time so you can have more time. You don't want to be the one that dies busy, right? You want to die free. What if I fail? What if I succeed? Just a flip of one word and bang, the whole experience changes from fear to victory. And so my very simple training here demonstrates very clearly and categorically that anyone can shift their thinking from left to right, from common to success seeking to uncommon. And so my invitation is that if you're finding yourself a little bit cloudy, a little bit resistant, maybe a little bit stuck somewhere, find out what that is, get to the root of it, yank it out and reframe it. So what are the next steps? Very simply, if you're ready for the next level of your success, congratulations, we welcome you to our team. 3 steps. Number 1, sign up. When should I sign up, Kalpesh? Now. While you're present to the information, it's fresh, your desire is high, you get it, now's the time. Ask your questions, wrap it up, and make the decision. As soon as you make the decision, take the action as well, because life will get in the way, always does. Even today, I signed up a guy who's I spoke to about 4 months ago and kept saying he signed up his account, just never funded it. And it took him 4 months to get around to funding it. People are in all different places when they say stuff and do stuff. The more you can say something and do it when you say it, and say what you do and do what you say, the quicker life starts to work better for you. Number 2, book your getting started training. This is imperative. You want to get as much training as possible, all right? Plug into your sponsor, plug into your upline leadership team, and make sure you attend as many trainings as possible, as quickly and as often as possible, so that you're sharpening the saw and getting better and better and better. And the number 1 skill to master, once you know why you're in the business, and what you want to achieve out of it, and how you've got to do it, your daily action steps, the biggest skill you want to improve on in the beginning is inviting. So plug in and play. Turn up to every Zoom. Show up to earn. All right. So showing up is half the battle. And then invite people to take a look. That's it. You're just inviting people with an open mind to come and have a look and see what you've seen, hear what you've heard, and make their own mind up. They're all intelligent. We don't have to. You don't force anyone. You don't convince anyone. You let them see. You let them hear, and then you give them the due diligence, and they make their own minds up. Of course, you follow up, but you don't force anyone. And so I want to leave you all with a gift. I want to thank everyone that's been here today with us. I know we did max the room out. We were at 100 at the beginning. And so, I know there would have been plenty of people that didn't get on today. So make sure you bring them back tomorrow. People often ask me, Kalpesh, what is the secret to success? So here's a gift for you. You can keep this one for free, for life. There's no secret, just a formula. You can improve any area of your life you choose to improve, but you've got to choose to improve it, all right? Whether it's your mental or physical wellness, your relationships, your communication skills, your personal spiritual awareness, your leadership skills, your financial well-being, whatever area of your life you're committed to improving, you have a chance if you apply this sentence. And that is to know that success is simply a consistent series of improved actions over time. There's no secret. Get focused on the area you want to improve, and then that's it. Consistently working on it, improving it, and watch. Over time, it's impossible to not transform your complete life experience, because that then becomes a way of life. So thank you. I want to let you also know that we have these presentations throughout the week. There's a full schedule. So plug in and play. Get hold of the schedule, get hold of the links from the person that invited you. And, we do this presentation Monday to Thursday. Every Monday and Friday, Robert does one, our master distributor, at 2 o'clock UK time. Every Saturday, withdrawal and back office and exchange training with Keith. And every Sunday, we do a business and leadership training, 3 p.m. So plug in and play. And as I always say, if you're not plugged in, you are on your way out. Whether you realize that or not, that's down to you. But that's the nature of the beast. It's the nature of all of life. If you're not plugged into your marriage, you're on your way out. If you're not plugged into a relationship, you're on your way out. If you're not plugged into your career, you're on your way out. If you're not plugged into this business, you're on your way out. It's just the nature of life, right? But we don't seem to get that sometimes. So get plugged in if you want to succeed. So I want to thank you for being here. I'm going to come back into the room and allow all to unmute and go for it. So it's your turn to talk and share. To ask. That's what we're here for. You can unmute yourself and ask away. I'm just going to quickly look here. Oh, good. We've got the room covered. Awesome. Hey, Keith, how you doing, champ?
Ciao, Pesh, KP in the house. Excellent. How are you, my friend? You absolutely, again, you do it all the time. Those slides are amazing. Absolutely. You got the whole thing is out of the park, my friend. They're still looking for the ball right now. Incredible.
Looking for the ball. I like that. Brilliant.
You nailed it. And, we were together back in November looking at this. And you did a lot more actually, you asked more questions. We did the due diligence, but you had a lot more questions, really good questions. And I know, Cal, I've known you for almost 30 years. And you have to be completely satisfied. You have to get all your questions answered. And I think you got to a point where you ran out of questions. Myself and Robert completely, absolutely answered and got every single one of your questions. And then it was like, well, what do I do now? So you had to.
And just to drive that point home, the importance of that point is I am a stickler. And that doesn't mean I'm perfect. I've made mistakes, but just a lot less than a lot of other people because I'm a stickler. But the important thing here is this was the first blockchain / crypto company in the direct selling space that was able to answer all of my questions. I never joined a single one. Was I tempted? Yes. Friends of mine made fortunes in the industry over the last 5-6 years while I watched.
Yes.
I needed money. I wasn't making money. I was sitting there spending money, not making money. And anyone that spent money when you're not making money knows how quickly that goes out of fashion. I'm sitting there watching. Can you imagine the temptation that I had to resist and say no every time? Because something inside they weren't forthcoming with the answers. They were dodging the issues, whatever it was. And suddenly a company comes along and goes, what else do you want to know? And I'm going, this, what else do you want to know? This, what else do you want to know? And then it's like, what else do you want to know?
That's why we're a great double team, because I was the guy that made the mistakes, and I jumped into deals thinking, it all looked absolutely fantastic from the surface. Even the owners, and it looked great. The marketing plan maybe a bit too generous. Maybe they relied on the volatility. Maybe they just used buzzwords. But I was the guy that jumped into 3 or 4 different deals. Even 1 month before I signed up, the deal that I was in 3 or 4 months beforehand completely fell flat on his face. I lost money. A lot of my friends lost money. And my credibility was shot to pieces. So when I looked at this, I took 3 weeks. I looked at it and I decided 3 weeks before I really got going. But I did show it to you at the beginning, and you had the questions. You had tons and tons of questions. So I knew by the end of December, we pretty much got our hands on something that was very, very powerful. And all I had to do then is put my foot down, completely put my foot down, and shut the world out and be 100% laser focused here. And that's all I did. And we've got an incredible team, the best community in the cryptocurrency space, maybe even the MLM or the affiliate marketing space. Because as far as I'm concerned, the due diligence is here on the table for everybody to do. So most people come in based on information that they're able to go and check out. So that's really wonderful straight away. We're attracting the very best minds, the very best people with integrity, with morals, right ethic code. And I think that what we've got here is incredible. And what you showed today with the amazing success at expert, professional, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and now 5-star, what you showed there is that it doesn't matter which part of the world you're in, you can get success here. You just need to make a decision, go to and you're going to get negativity. I mean, Kalps, you gave me a hard time, my brother. You said no to all the others. So I knew that you were a tough nut to crack. But I do know one thing. If you're persistent, guys, if you really believe in this, and I know it's hard if you're just starting and looking at this for the first time, but we maxed out the room today. So we've got a ton of guests looking at this. But guess what we are? Guys, we're in momentum. That's awesome. Maxing out the room. I know many couldn't get on today. We are in momentum. That means around the world now, the name, the buzz, we're creating buzz, Kalps. Well done, pal. Great job. I'm truly humble. And I'll just announce this as well. The team has now, Kalps, we and the team have now done just over 10 million in sales. 10 million and 2,050 in sales. That is incredible.
Congratulations.
That's an average of $1 million a month in sales. Well done, Kalps. Well done, the team. Absolutely fantastic, my friend.
Awesome. And well done you for 5-star. What a journey, man. That is just amazing. You smoked it. Bang, done, wrapped. Now they've got to open up more levels for you.
I've already messaged them. Where do I go from here?
Exactly.
What's next?
I love it. I love it.
Great job, buddy. Fantastic. Thanks, my friend.
Awesome. So,
sorry, man. I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm actually an aggregator.
yes.
A traffic aggregator. So I'm launching this month over 20 websites in different sections. So I wanted to ask, as a traffic aggregator, would I just get an affiliate link and then just post those affiliate links on all my different platforms?
That's it. Job done.
And in those affiliate links, do I have to make a purchase first, or can I be an affiliate first before I make that purchase?
Oh, you can actually become an affiliate first. So when you sign up, it creates a link for you straight away. And then you can your account afterwards. So yeah, you'll have a link that you can share straight away, immediately.
Okay, now where do I get that link from? Presumably you or Daniel, who introduced me to you.
Daniel. Exactly.
Okay.
Cool.
So I get that link from Daniel, he starts earning, I start earning, you start earning, and then obviously I start investing.
Job done.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for your time, and I appreciate the presentation.
Alan, thank you on a really short notice as well, man. Really, that was out of the blue for you. So but you made it happen. Glad to have you here.
No problem. Well, thank you very much for the amazing presentation, and I'm looking forward to being a part of the community and getting to know all you guys on the group much better, I'm sure, in the future.
For sure, Dallin. Thank you. Awesome, man.
Have a great day. Thank you very much. I will see you soon.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Hey. Anyone else got any questions? Feel free to unmute and ask.
Caesar here.
Hey, how you doing, Caesar?
Yeah, you'll be doing a presentation tomorrow also.
Yes, sir.
This was excellent. You will send the times again tomorrow?
Yes, exactly. Same time, same link. Pack it out. Bring your people. Make sure they log in early, because you saw today we maxed out. So it's getting to that point now where
100 is the max. 100 is the max.
Exactly. So bring them in early so they get a seat. I might increase it. Let me see. I'll see how I feel. I might want to keep it locked out for a little while. Create a little bit more of that.
I really like the presentation today, and I want to get some persons on tomorrow. The way how you presented it, it explained it really, really clearly. So I really want tomorrow for them to get them to see this presentation.
Thank you, Jamie. And I hear that Caribbean accent. Which one of the islands are you on?
Trinidad.
Trinidad. I've been there a few times. I love it. Beautiful little place. Nice. Lucky you.
Have a good day.
Imagine calling that your home. Just amazing, isn't it? Where do you live? On a paradise island. Oh, wow. Okay. Love it. Who's next? Any questions?
Yes. Good day. It's me. Hello.
Hey.
I'm Vision X.
All right. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm also from Trinidad as well.
Beautiful.
I'm calling concerning a recording for those folks who may not be able to make it on the call. I'm just saying, like tomorrow, is there a video?
Yes, there is.
Yes. Right.
Yep, there's a recording. So we always make that available in the Telegram group and then other groups as well. So make sure you're in your uplines group. Cool?
Okay.
Get hold of it. We'll share that out. All right?
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Thanks. Any other questions? Unmute and ask. Don't be shy. Or forever hold your peace. Kola.
Oh, hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi. I'm all right. I mean, this is my first time joining the video.
Okay.
Obviously, some of the information you've shared so far, they kind of should I say they're kind of new to me. So this will be my first time sort of listening to cryptocurrency, meeting or anything that's got to do with cryptocurrency. And but to be honest with you, though, I mean, I did enjoy your presentation, but my question is, what are the risks? Obviously, in every business you do, obviously there are some risks involved. You can succeed all the time.
No, exactly.
At least, there's bound to be some downfall somewhere. So, my question directly to you is: how long have you been in this, and what risks have you been through yourself? Can you just share your experience, your own experience?
Oh,
Let's
100%. Of course I can.
Yeah.
And that's a very good question in terms of what is the risk? Great question. And then obviously my personal experience, which is really the only real reference I can give. I've been actively building this business since January of this year. And it's been bumpy. I'm not going to lie. It's been bumpy. We've had apps that have been glitchy. We've had updates when you're just getting used to one app, they launch another looking app and you've got to get used to stuff. But that's been the worst of it. Other than that, we get paid every day on time per second. So, you know, the payments get paid every second of the day. The team has been growing, consistently growing month on month since I started. And that goes to the global team. You just heard from Keith, who just verified that we've just done an average of $1 million a month. But I can tell you that that's a growing curve. We certainly didn't do $1 million in our first month or the second month, that's for sure. I can tell you that the risk of the group now, let's go slightly beyond my personal experience, which has been awesome. The risk of the project. Let's have a look at that. And that's a very, very credible question. And here's how I would answer it. If you look at their 6 years, they funded dozens of their own companies and hundreds of other people's companies. Do you think all of them succeeded?
No, that won't be possible.
Obviously not. So in any business, as long as you succeed more often than you don't, you progress. Does that make sense? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So here's what's amazing about these guys. Not only have they succeeded more often than they haven't, they've actually succeeded at an extraordinary speed and ratio. Like, yes, they've had a couple of projects that they've invested in go wrong, not because of them and their skills and know-how, but because maybe a project that is a little bit like one of the Dragons funds a project or one of the Shark Tanks funds a project, and that person gets a business wrong. Even that hasn't happened as often as you'd expect it to when they've done something of this scale. So it's phenomenal how many times they've got it right. And then what they've got right. Some of the biggest projects in the world, Binance, OKX, BitDump, Who Exchange, Ripple, Monero, Tether, Bitcoin Cash. I mean, just the list goes on and on and on, that you're like, they have got a magic touch. They've got insight into this industry like nobody else, which is why they are dominating the industry, why they're the #1 group in the industry, and why they want to continue down that road, because they know they're onto something. They've got such a gain on everyone else in terms of industry knowledge and foresight, what's coming, what's happening next. That combined with their partnerships with governments around the world, with regulators around the world, with large organizations around the world that allow them to deliver a card that can give you $50,000 a day spend that nobody else can do. Yeah, there's signs there that are just beyond credible that say, if anyone's going to do it, these guys are. I can't see anyone else able to do what these guys are about to do as well as they're going to do it. Does that make sense?
So much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So that's how I evaluate it. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. They're the Michael Jordan or the Tiger Woods or, whatever, the Hamilton of crypto. That's just who they are. Steve, you want to say something, or are you just like doing
I do. No, I do. Good evening. Yeah. Hi.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. Nice to see you. Once again, I wish your presentation and your ability to answer, all questions with such fluidity and transparency is a gift. And we're very, very lucky. I mean, for anybody that sat on the sidelines, that's why I just wanted to have a word in that respect. Anybody that sat on the sidelines thinking about whether they should get involved with this, there's a couple of points that I just want to make. Before I do that, I'd just like to say well done to Keith as well for his fantastic achievement. Respect, Keith. All right.
Thank you so much.
But you're welcome. You're welcome. It's a great community. You're not sat on your own. You're not isolated trying to figure out what's going on. You've got a brilliant community of people that are all supporting each other achieve. For me, it's my first time ever involved in network marketing, and it's been absolutely epic. And the reason I wanted to speak was on the comment with regards to risk. Quite simple, really. The way I looked at this was when I first started, I just thought $300 entry. What is that capable of? Okay. How would I be, or whatever your budget is, whatever you feel comfortable with to start. I started with $300 and I thought to myself, that's the price of a ticket to Glastonbury for the weekend.
Wow.
I could afford to lose that. But what I can't afford to lose is the opportunity. You know, the upside outweighs the downside if you don't stretch yourself financially and put yourself in a miscalculated risk. As long as you're sensible, what you stand to achieve by taking a punt at this is miraculous. And if you sat on the sidelines, it's a massive corporation, massive opportunity. And I mean, I'm amazed that, you know, with you know, a small amount of effort started alongside my full-time job, what's happened in a short space of time is just incredible. So if you are sat on the sidelines and you're thinking about it, don't think about it, just do it, get in, because it's epic. Do you know what I mean? I just wanted to feed that back. And we've got the support from somebody like yourself. If you're not confident because you're thinking, I don't know enough about it, like you said, I'm not involved in blockchain, I don't know how to talk about it, Calp, you're doing all the work for us, man. All we got to do is get people onto the presentation. And then if you plug in and watch it, your confidence grows. And then before you know it, you can be presenting to your own teams, you know? So yeah, just do it, get in, it's epic.
Fantastic. And Steve, there's a lot of new people here that haven't heard your story. I know you've done that very humbly, but you know, when you say you've had some success, just put some context around that. What does that mean?
Okay, so I registered at the end of March and tried to figure out, whilst working full time, figure out what it was, do my own due diligence. I registered, but I didn't commit financially. I spent like a month, like yourself, going through things, making sure, doing a bit of research, going down a few rabbit holes and sort of understanding what was going on. And then I decided to get active and, you know, funded with a $300 account at the end of April and decided, okay, let's do this. And I was still in my job. Then lockdown happened and I got the gift of not working for the man and had 3 months basically of getting into this. Do you know what I mean? Understanding it, learning it, talking to people about it. And I mean, one of the things as well, this isn't sales. This isn't sales. For me, it's not sales. It's just talking about it. It's just talking about it. It's just planting seeds everywhere you go. It's just sharing it. That's all it is. And, you know, cut a long story short, very fortunate in the fact that, you know, I've had some great success. I lost my job, unfortunately. But when I lost my job, I was in a situation that because I spent the lockdown period focusing on this, by the time I lost my job, I was earning more from this than what I was in my job. So I was kind of looking to leave anyway, and this just forced my hand. And since then, I've not looked back. And you know, this is my business now. This is what it's about. And in terms of opportunity, you know, it's just epic. There's nothing out there like it at the moment. So just get involved, man. Do you know what I mean? Just do it.
Beautiful. Thank you for always sharing generously, Steve.
That's okay. Thank you, Kalpesh. Thank you, guys.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Oh, very good. James Bond says it will take an idiot to turn this opportunity. That's hilarious. Love it.
Hello.
Mine, please handle. Hi, who's this?
Hi. Yeah, this is Frenchie. To be honest, right, I only signed up today, even before this presentation.
Oh, nice.
So my cousin has been on this for some time.
Yes.
So I think I'm more or less sort of guy that I'd like to see for myself that is working before signing up. So I was able to see his account. And to be honest, you know, with the lockdown working from home,
yes,
I've been keeping track. And to be honest, I signed up today and, you know, the whole user experience and everything, you know, setting up from the binary account, transferring fund and all that into transferring fund into the hyper fund. I think the whole process was, you know, it was really straightforward. It was smooth. But the only question I've got at this point in time will be, you know, who do you really speak to in the process of, say, you trying to set up an account and you encounter any problem or whatsoever? Who do you really, you know, speak to, you know, to help address, you know, whatever issues one might face in the process?
Great question. Welcome to the family, Frenchie. Really appreciate your fast decision-making ability. In terms of technical issues, we have a 24-hour support group on Telegram. So whoever your cousin has invited you, of course, everyone has got, just understand the nature of this, how it works. Everyone is plugged into an upline source of information. So just ask for the Telegram 24/7 support link and they'll get it to you, all right? Unless if Nathan, like he often does, drops it in the chat, which I wouldn't be surprised if he shortly did, in which case you can just click on it and join straight away. But yes, 24-hour support group. There's 2 guys on there that are just awesome. They take it in turns to solve everything personally. But also the other thing I always tell everyone, when you're going through the sign up process itself, go through it with your upline together at the same time, just to make sure that everything goes smoothly. All right?
Yep, brilliant.
Perfect.
Cheers, thanks. And thanks for the presentation. Brilliant. Cheers, thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. Who's next? Any questions? Bring it on. Get it out. If not, we're back here tomorrow, same link, same time. Bring your people, bring guests. Like I say, so it was maxed out today, so it'll be maxed out tomorrow. Get in early, that's my point. Always log in 5 minutes before it starts. That way you get to secure your seats and everything works perfectly like clockwork. But again, for anyone that did not make it today, if any of your guests did not make it, then get the recording to them. You know, there's always a latest recording available. Don't wait around. That's my point. Don't wait to build your business once a day. Once a day is like the minimum. The way I see it, that's the minimum. Here's where we all get together to party. You build your business between the presentations. So the business is built between using the recording. And the other tip that I always give is watch the recording with your people as often as possible. Don't just send a link hoping they'll watch it. Sometimes if you're super busy, I get it. But if you're able to, then schedule a meeting as if you would this one. If they can't make a 6:30, schedule a meeting with them, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever it might be that they can make, and then show them the information and share the screen and watch it with them. That way you can deal with it in real time, do the Q&A, and get the business written up immediately. All right, so that's a little insider tip if you like. So thank you. I've seen a few more questions pop up. So I'm just going to check the chat before we wrap. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you, Keith. Much appreciated. There's the link. Thank you, Nathan, as always. The link to the Telegram. So I'm going to keep this open for a few more seconds. If you want to grab the Telegram link, go into the chat, click on it, and don't abuse the group. Again, guys, girls, please just be respectful. There's 2 people running that thing 24/7. Don't waste time with stuff that you can ask your upline about, all right? Issues that can be easily solved should be easily solved. Technical issues, then we go to those guys and they can dig in, go to the IT team and do stuff that, you know, where you've done a boo-boo on a big level and they need to fix it. That's separate. But, you know, little things, get that dealt with directly with your uplines so that we're not jamming the Telegram group, all right? So thank you. Thanks, Steve. A couple of questions, actually. Is this model regulated globally? So, Chirag, there's no regulation on blockchain and crypto for the vast part. There's beginnings of regulations in many countries. And the good news is these guys are working very closely with many governments around the world to put that regulation in place. So when there is, we will know that we've been with the people that put that in place for a large time part of it. So that's great news. Hyperfund was launched this year. Thank you. That was Keith replying to somebody. I'm going to take it the rest. Let me see. There's some guests of mine. If you had guests here, then just reconnect with them after the presentation. One-on-one call. Sometimes they're shy here. They don't want to ask questions. Always catch up with them. How can one withdraw money physically? Great. Stephen, withdrawing money physically, very, very simple. There are videos. So again, ask your upline for a video on how to withdraw. Within 2-3 minutes of that video, you will understand it's very simple. You log in, you transfer your rewards to your exchange. You then swap them across from your unit currency into the MOF and then take it onto your exchange. So once you've done it once, then you'll be fine. But again, go through that process with your upline. They will talk you through it. Hyperwallet, Hyperwallet by PayPal. No, Hyperwallet by us. There's somebody that's called to me. No, that's just a smile face. Whoever that was, you asked a question, are you referring to Hyperwallet by PayPal? No. Hyperwallet is, if you go to Google Play or Apple Store and look for HyperPay, then HyperPay, the purple app, that will be the one that we're referring to here. Make a host adjust settings for you. Oh. Okay, good. All done. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Ciao for now.